What's going on, guys? We're back in the lounge. I'm joined by Peter Anzik, and our special guest today, Keith Coplin.
Hello.
In the building. We're going to be talking about a lot of music today.
we got
some good vibes.
We got the man, the myth, the legend. Some call him the lady killer. Some call him the fucking golden fingers.
Best
it is what it is. It is what it is. We got fucking Keith Coplin. And in the band, Brainwaves. This man, I've known him for a long time, so we're gonna get into some juicy shit.
Wait, so how many people are in the band?
So there's 5 people in the band right now, but there might have to be some more because of we have a lot of parts in the recording, so we might need more keyboard players or some shit.
So what all instruments do you guys have?
Acoustic drums and a drum machine. We have a bass player. I play guitar and synthesizer, and then the lead singer sings, potentially plays keyboards and guitar. And then we have another keyboard player that plays 2 synthesizers.
Have you guys ever all played like live?
Yeah.
So where do you guys play?
We haven't done like any new music live.
Any new music? So you play the old music live?
Yeah, we play the old music live right now.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Would you say your guys' influences are?
Right now, for me, definitely like the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys?
Yeah, but not like the Beach Boys everyone thinks.
Everyone thinks so?
Yeah. Not like the surfing music.
So which ones?
So Brian Wilson writes all the music in the Beach Boys. So the Beach Boys is one person, but he hires session musicians. So he makes symphonic chamber music.
Yeah.
So it's rock and roll, but with strings and a bunch of instruments.
Damn.
It's dude, really good music.
Yeah.
So
do they do
if you look
live?
Yeah, they play live, but the thing about Brian Wilson is he's has a schizoaffective disorder.
Mm-hmm.
So that means he's schizophrenic, has depression, bipolar.
Did he do psychedelics?
Yeah.
How much?
I don't know. But
hey, that's the one thing. That's the one thing they say.
If you start with the Beach Boys with Surfing Girl, I think it is, and then go up to 1971, that's all the really good stuff that Brian Wilson wrote practically by himself. But the way he writes music is he composes it and arranges it classical music.
And that's
holy shit.
Yeah.
So you take inspiration from that?
Yeah.
And
what other bands do you guys take inspiration from? I know you guys have a lot of
definitely Pink Floyd.
Yeah, you showed, bro, back in the day, you showed me what was the one, you showed me Pink Floyd shit back in the day, because I wasn't exposed to it, but dude, they were on ahead of their time shit, I don't know what the fuck they were taking.
Yeah.
But Nirvana is another band that was ahead of their time.
Yeah, what do you draw from the
from Pink Floyd?
Yeah.
Definitely the tone of the music and their poetry for sure, because their lyrics are really poetic.
Right.
Dude,
I feel like they give off a vibe a little bit.
Yeah, dude, they're very all their albums are practically concept albums. So they think of a big scheme of something or another and make it an album.
Dude, I love when artists do that. Yeah. It's like Kanye or fucking just the greats, the real greats, or even Prince or something. They'll have a
real
story.
Yeah, a real idea behind it. But that's how it helps to do that whenever you make music, because
push your music forward.
Yeah,
it makes it more
exactly.
realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you make it more organic and it's more for you, and people are more willing to listen.
Yeah,
100%.
That comes with a lot of stuff you do. You know what I mean? And so I've been listening to a lot of you guys' music too, and I can hear different sounds in there, but it sounds original. You know what I mean? It's it's different. It's still in its own lane. You know what I mean?
We definitely like Tame Impala too.
Right.
If you couldn't
You
tell.
can hear Tame Impala.
Yeah.
If you know Tame Impala, you can hear a little bit back from Mark. That kind of stuff, that kind of writing style. But
the stuff now is definitely more inspired by the Beach Boys. And,
there's
really interesting band. Definitely the Beach Boys, King Gizzard, Air. I don't know if you guys know who Air is.
Yeah. I don't.
But Air's a French band. It's just 2 dudes that live in France, and they make really good freaking music.
The French are killing it.
And the Flaming Lips.
I was gonna say, we were talking about King Gizzard before the podcast.
Yeah.
That's one of those bands that just if you guys haven't listened to them, go listen to them.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Crazy sounds, and he was just telling me it's just one guy basically putting this all together.
Yeah. It's so definitely 2 or 3 dudes, but usually it's just one dude named Stu McKenzie.
Yeah, who's basically the
crafting. He just tells everyone what to do, and they all work together.
Right. So that's what you like to do, right?
Yeah, we like to write like that.
So what do you call the position or the I guess, what's the, like, title of it, would you say?
Like what we do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, like, the thing about King Gizzard is, like, they do, like, live analog recordings, kind of like the Beatles or, like, Led Zeppelin.
I like to, you know Reggie Watts?
He's like, a little bit, yeah.
He's like the comedian dude, but like he does like the live shit.
Yeah.
Like, and he mixes it. So do they do like shit where they mix it like that?
Yeah, definitely. They like use like analog tape machines and stuff like that. We kind of do the same thing, but it's like a little bit different.
Yeah.
For us, because it's just like 2 people.
Right.
King Gizzard's 7, so it's like with 2 people, what we do is like we just like record like bits of stuff, and then like just like keep punching in.
And the thing is, it's more efficient that way too, because you guys don't have to like bicker with anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once you guys feel like there's a sound that you like, you can kind of just go with it, you know what I mean? See where it takes you.
Like, we really want to get into like live recording, I guess, per se. Right. Not necessarily like all live recordings.
That's good.
Like,
because you just like the sound.
So organic.
Just the sound of it's like.
Well, just think about like a huge building with like a giant roof, and instead of like putting a microphone like really close to where we are, you put a microphone up in the ceiling, and you just get all the echo and like the air, because sound moves really
so it adds
fast.
It adds like ambient type, like reverb type shit.
That's why all that stuff from like the 60s like
sounds
so like
rich,
huge. Yeah,
it sounds rich,
sick.
dude. It's like, it's amazing. I love it.
So sick.
And like, so like, if you guys had to like pick one, like if you had to pick one instrument, like what would you play for like the rest of your life? I just wanted to ask you that.
Shoot.
Like just one. Like, being such a dude who like, you know, you play a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like, fuck. That's a hard question.
Cause like, okay, so let's start knocking them off.
I definitely think like I would just have to say piano, because like
I was gonna say
piano is like it's like
so
guitar is equal temperament and so is a piano, but the guitar only has 2 octaves and the piano has a bunch of octaves.
Yeah.
And also you can just like play a piano and like play huge big chords.
Yeah.
And sing like a fucking bird, and it's like way more fun, dude.
Right, dude, it's crazy. And like, people make new shit and they can try new shit. That's why like I don't think anybody's ever figured out piano like 100%, you know?
Yeah, but
like,
there's some gnarly piano players out
there. Even like guitarists, would you say like somebody can master the guitar more than they can master the piano? Or what do you think on that?
Well, I think like a virtuoso, like a person who's like a master at something, in my eyes, is someone that can like
Jimi Hendrix.
Well, like, no, he's like, he's different. Like, he's just like, he's talented. He's just a genius. Just a weird genius.
Yeah, right.
But like a virtuoso is like someone who can play like reggae, like everything. Like you tell, they're like a session musician. Like, hey, I'm a country singer. I play country. Yeah, I play country, like everything. That's like that's a master. Like they can do classical, they can do jazz, they can do rock and roll. Yeah, they can do everything. Like they can play in weird time signatures. They can play really fast. Yeah, like, everything.
Like switch up new chords and everything.
Yeah, like.
So what would you say is harder? You're not getting out of the question. I'm on it today.
What instruments?
No, not harder, but like, which one do you think you can master more? Or like,
I think guitar would definitely be a little bit simpler to master than piano.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like a piano you could do more with, because like if you give me a piano, like you can basically download whatever the fucking sound you want, drums, guitar, anything.
Yeah. Well, that's like a synthesizer, or like a MIDI controller. Yeah,
exactly.
So like an actual piano, like Yeah.
Oh, just like a grand piano.
Yeah, I'm talking like grand piano.
A grand piano.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to the grand piano, bro.
A lot of sounds with a grand piano because you could do covers.
Well, yeah, and like also it's like you have like I forget 80-something keys.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's underrated.
The sound
underrated.
You have more like use of sound rather.
Well, it's like I guarantee you, like a lot of the greatest songs have been written on a piano, and then they take it to guitar.
Right.
Because
like for sure.
Because you've seen the videos and shit, and like I don't know if you heard the people that like play the same song, like 80 different songs with the same like 3 chords.
Yeah.
Like.
That
type shit.
It's because of like melody. Like melody is
exactly.
like everything, but melody is also like the hardest thing you can possibly think of.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, you need some fucking. Like,
that's why. Speaking of the Beach Boys, that's why I like the Beach Boys, because the melodies are so fucking good.
Crispy.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Have you heard of the band called Peach Jams?
No, I don't think so.
No. Or I think it's like Peach something, but like, dude, that's another band you should check out. They're got that kind of sound.
Yeah.
The melodies are good. And it's just like a good sound to it.
Fuck yeah.
But like going into like the different instruments, I was wondering like your instrument history, like where did you start, and like where you know.
So trying to think. My mom just always told me I was a loud motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, I was just, like, always singing, like, to myself.
Right.
I was just, like, horsing around or something. I don't know. But where it started was I saw someone playing guitar, and I was like, that sounds cool. So my mom kind of just, like, forced me to take guitar lessons, and I was like, this is not cool.
Right.
So I didn't do that because I got forced into it.
Yeah.
But then I, like, saw someone playing cello at Crestwood Elementary, of all places, and I started playing cello.
Shout out to Crestwood back in the day. That's where we started out.
Yeah. When it was like a baby school too, only 300 people were in that building. It's crazy, dude. And now it's huge.
Sometimes you wish you could fucking go back and inflatables, dude.
Dude, I went back and played basketball there that night.
Did you?
It was trippy, dude. I was like, I haven't been here in like 14 years.
Yeah. What the heck? Bro, play basketball down there?
I had to do some tutoring stuff for them, and like going back and seeing like all the little kids there, like it just reminds me of like what we used to do, like when we fucking we're tiny, dude.
Yeah, I remembered everything what I did.
Like all the crushes, all the like other shit, you know.
Yeah.
Back in the day. But speaking of fucking rambling, baby. Where the fuck were we? Before we
cellos.
Cellos.
Talking about
So first time you saw.
Yeah.
Bang.
So I started playing the cello. And, like, dude, I guess I was just, like, not smart enough because that shit was hard.
Right.
And I just, like, couldn't do it. I was just, like, stressed out.
When did you do band till, like, for...
So I played the cello, and then, like, a week later, we were going to 6th grade, and, like, Brian and David Weiss came to Crestwood, and, like, he was like, try out a mouthpiece and see if you want to be in the band. And I was like, shit, yeah.
Dude, I remember that shit.
So I tried out for trumpet, and I played trumpet from, like, 6th grade to freshman year in high school.
And then you just, like, got into it from there?
Yeah, basically, like, I just got into, like, all forms of music.
Dude, that's crazy.
Because, like, but for real, like, what started it was, like, when I was, like, 4, my brother gave me, like, a Miles Davis record called Bitches Brew, which is, like...
Which brother?
My brother, Brian. He's, like, 30 years old, has a wife.
Yeah. Is he 30 years old now, or, like...
No, he's 30 years old.
Okay.
Like, he's 4, like...
So,
damn, dude.
So, he's 11 years older than me, so...
Okay.
He was 15.
So,
but anyway, he gave me an album, I listened to it, and, like... Yeah, I was fucking 4, and it's like psychedelic experimental jazz.
Yeah.
So, but that's what really started.
It resonates.
Yeah, that's what really started.
It resonates. That shit resonates.
So that's why I got into it. I was just like, this music's cool. I just gotta listen to all music. So I've just like been listening to music all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
But after trumpet, basically, like what happened was like, I was getting to the point where like my trumpet teacher wanted me to do all these like trumpet competitions because he thought I was talented. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dude, like I don't fucking care. Like,
yeah. I mean, they used to tour, right? Yeah. Or like do little fucking
I mean, like I was in the band and stuff, and we'd go places. I was in the marching band.
Yeah.
We'd go do competition and stuff, and that was fun because you're like horsing around on the field with a bunch of goofballs wearing dinky hats.
I
love it. Band just because like when they like how early will they get to like the high school?
Dude, like
but dude,
5.
they like the high school. Hey, listen, the high school is right there, dude. And they wake me up in the morning.
You wake up to fucking.
Dude, it's like it's pretty badass though. Like when you're marching down a field and you got a drum line.
Hey, speaking of when you used to fucking get up early, you told me like back in the day you used to get up and watch movies like every day.
Yeah.
Do you still do that or like?
So I mean, I do, but I don't really watch what I watch anymore. I just like put it on and I stretch.
Yeah.
For like as long as an episode, and then like, all right, fuck TV, and then I
how does it help you like just stretching?
Oh well, when I was like younger, like definitely like had like problems with like ADHD and shit.
Yeah.
So like
we all.
Yeah. It was like it was just like a good way for my mind to like wake up and like pay attention and be like, all right, I'm about to go pay attention in a fucking square piece of shit. For 6 hours, you know. So that's like why I watched it. But now it's like it's kind of like random shit.
Yeah.
Passing time.
So you do like yoga and stuff now, don't you?
Yeah, I don't really consider myself a yoga practicer. I just stretch. I
stretch
so I can
meditate.
move good.
No, that's good, dude. I need to start doing that shit.
Yeah, because like my movements, I feel like I have shit like flexibility.
I want to be able to do the splits, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Fuck that. But
I don't even want to do that. I just want to be able to like do certain shit. Like I can't, you know, like when you
I'm good on the splits, dude.
I can't make my legs go flat.
Yeah, dude,
I'm not flexible at all, bro.
It literally like meditation can be anything, which is cool. Like you can meditate through music by sitting here, not saying anything for a while, like, by breathing, like.
Cause I meditate too, dude. Like, I feel like it's so vital to like just getting your mind off shit.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and like I don't know, it makes you like a happier person.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Overall,
so.
yeah.
I would say I have a form of meditation as well. Like,
yeah.
Mine is just like putting my earbuds in.
Yeah.
And like just sitting for a while, like listening.
Just chilling.
Yeah, all vibes. Like just like music from the '60s, music from the '30s, music from the '80s, '90s,
Bro, I straight.
2000s. Like,
bro, you know what I'll do?
Hearing that many sounds is like therapeutic to me.
Bro, smoke a bowl and I'll listen to Carlos Santana.
Oh, fuck
yeah, that's my shit, dude. Like,
dude,
yeah.
I used to listen to that album. I can't say the word, but it's like Abraxas or whatever. And like I used to listen to that like in the morning every day before high school. All the time.
Bro, that's one good thing for like combating ADHD is like routine and shit.
Yeah.
So when you do that shit, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Even just hearing like crazy, like for me, like just hearing like vibrant, it's like so many different sounds.
Yeah.
For some reason, it just does something where it chills me out. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like,
Yeah.
If I go listen to like fucking Mosbach and I hear him like, or hear him say some shit, not Mosbach, but Mozart and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
I say Mosbach.
Sam Mosbach.
Yeah, I was talking about. Shout out Sam Mosbach.
Yeah, shout out.
No, but it was, like if I'm listening to
Link
Mozart,
in
or
the
something like
description.
that, and then I go listen to like fucking like the Mamas and Papas from the '60s.
Yeah.
And then if I go listen to fucking Kanye,
dude,
like for some reason, like hearing that, like that's good for me. Like it puts your mind in like a different vibe, you know.
Fuck it.
Dude, I feel like there's a vibe with like you. I have to pick specific music to match the vibe for that moment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what do you like? Do you feel the same way if you're just chilling?
Definitely. Like just because like for musicians, like music's like such like a sacred like thing.
Yeah.
Where it like can like really like hit you emotionally
Exactly.
like randomly as shit. Like sometimes I'll listen to a song and just like burst into tears. How
Yeah,
good
they're
it
like
is.
passionate about it.
Yeah, like so like definitely like I've definitely based what I like feel on like what I'm about to listen to.
Right. Exactly, because like dude, it just like improves the fucking vibe. It's like it's like
course.
smoking a bowl too, because like you know you're just like elevated.
Yeah,
it's like a natural high basically.
But I'm weird. I'm a weird person, and I just like sad music.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean people.
I'm the same way. My girlfriend was asking me like why I listen to like songs about like breakup and shit sometimes, like because it's.
I think it's our. You think it's our generation?
But it's like it's not even that.
Are you signaling something?
But it's but it's not even like songs about breakup. It's like it's just like the song itself. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like on that. It's just like I like the sounds
the
of
way
the song.
like the way the chords move and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Sad
Like I like how the rhythm is in this.
Yeah.
Type shit.
But also I've been going crazy with like world music lately.
Mm-hmm. Like just different. Dude, my grandma used to play that.
I've been really into like German jazz, like Latino music, like Brazilian jazz, like samba music, like everything that like makes you just want to shake your shit.
Just like you just hear it and you fucking going. That's what, dude. If you ever watch watch Narcos, bro, you watch Narcos.
Yeah.
So you know the beginning of Narcos. That fucking that intro, dude. That shit got me. I was just looking up all Colombian music, dude. That shit's fucking dope. You just switch. If you just go around, it's so much shit to offer, like around the world.
Yeah, that's
fucking dope.
Like I fucking love world music, man.
Dude, it's in like Brazil's like another one of those places that have that kind of sound too. That makes you want to
like the sambas or like samba or like.
Oh my god.
Do you travel at all?
Instruments.
Travel?
Yeah.
Like I mean, when I can, I definitely travel.
Where's your favorite place you've been?
Shit.
I mean, you can think about it if you need to.
Definitely Arizona.
Arizona.
Like, Arizona. I lived there for 9 months because
Okay.
I was like going to school for guitar building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But where I was living was kind of weird just because like I live in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's fucking huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
like apparently like every 7 miles is like 900,000 people. So if you do the math of the radius of Phoenix,
that's crazy.
It's like I'm surrounded by like millions upon millions and millions of fucking people.
Yeah.
So it's just like crazy out there. But like,
is it just a different vibe?
Yeah, it's just. I mean, it's a cool place, but just like the amount of people is like can be stressful.
You need that many people with like the how hot it is down there.
Yeah, I mean,
was it really hot or is it?
Yeah, it's really hot.
Like, dude, I've heard it. You can like literally.
It's not a big
on a windshield, dude.
It feels like if you moved there and came back here, you'd be used to it the heat here.
Yeah.
But like out there, there's no humidity, so it's like fucking awesome when it's nice.
Dude, that's the best. That's the best part about like going to Florida or some shit.
Yeah.
You go to Florida and like say you go in the winter time, it's like 50 degrees, and they're like, oh, and they're fucking jackets and shit, and you're just like, all right, I'm in shorts, like just chilling, like.
Yeah. Whenever I moved to Arizona, it was like February 4th of 2017, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 19 degrees when I left. or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And I was like all bundled up. I drove 21 hours to Arizona, got there, it was like 75. And I'm like, holy shit.
Dude.
70, bro, that's crazy.
But like once I got used to it, it felt so good for so long. It was like 70 all day and then like 60
Isn't it
at
crazy
night.
how weather changes? That
Dude,
yeah.
once people go to Mars, that's all fucked. So what do you know about Terrence McKenna?
I know he was like a psychedelic scientist.
Yeah.
He like talked about like ego death through eating psilocybin mushrooms, which is like very interesting, and like becoming the mushroom while on mushrooms, and also becoming a mushroom without being on mushrooms, and just like finding a psychedelic state in like
in
real life without,
because you can do it like we said, meditation, like you can do it through that.
You can do tantric breathing and like release 5-MeO-DMT into your system.
Yeah. Dude, so isn't that breathing? Don't you like fucking
like it's like fire breathing?
Yeah,
fire breathing, and then
crazy.
and then you do like inhale retention and then exhale retention.
Yeah,
and then like,
have you done it?
Yeah, I do it all
Would
the time.
Would you say like, have you ever got to a state of like oneness, basically?
Yeah, it's like it's really good. Like if anyone out there has anxiety, like if you just fire breathe, like just look up,
dude.
Tantric breathing, fire.
We'll fucking put a clip. We'll put a clip in here for sure.
But do this shit. Like you can sit down somewhere and do it really quick, and then just like inhale retention, exhale retention, and then just like when you start breathing again, it's just like your heart rate's like where it should be, and you're just really relaxed. Like it's really good for people with anxiety. I think I have anxiety, but I'm not like I don't get panic attacks. You don't like some people are just like freak out.
Yeah, I never had that.
I'm not like that.
Bro,
actually, I just dab once.
But it's really good to do when you're like laying down right before you go to bed. Like if you have a problem sleeping, like just fire breathe and like do the shit. And
you either get a
just
bowl,
calm you down.
You either get a couple bowls or you fucking fire breathe, dude, or do both. I wouldn't suggest doing both. You'd probably fucking. Have you ever done both?
Up because I get really good ideas late at night.
Dude, I do too.
Especially musically.
Yeah,
because you just like kind of get crazy.
So is that your best spot? Like if you're just up at night just thinking about that shit, or what's your best spot?
I get a lot of thoughts in the morning.
A lot of thoughts in the morning?
Yeah.
I think, dude, that has to be related to, like, watching those fucking movies. Yeah. That's just when you get your creative process.
Right. Well, it's like, recently, like, all I really can do is, like, express myself.
Yeah.
In a sense where it's like, all I want to do is, like, wake up, you know, be a human, eat some food. Yeah. And then after that, it's like, I either read a book, I draw, play instruments. Like, that's all I do.
Yeah.
Like,
so do you separate that? A little bit? Like, you don't want to...
I definitely, like, separate it a lot. And also, I take breaks a lot.
That's
because, like, you have to.
Like, one as a creative, you have to. And, like, two, just to, like, maintain, like, your fucking sanity.
Yeah, because, like...
You need to.
Yeah. It can, like, kind of get tiring, like... Well, like, if you like in a state of writer's block, writer's block's just, like, making noise.
Yeah.
It's like you're just making noise, but you're like, I don't like the noise that I'm making, so fuck this shit.
I feel like
and
there's...
you get sad.
Exactly. I feel like there's a time you have to...
playing, you know?
You just have to take out
You have to, like, separate, like, consuming and fucking, like, creating, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Because, like, take that break to get inspired.
Because sometimes, like, I don't listen to music at all. I try to just, like, listen to what's going on outside.
Just pull inspiration from, like, different spots.
Birds.
Little birds chirping.
Wake up at 4 a.m, dude. Go outside and just breathe.
Bro, 4 a.m. is when the birds sound the best.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the fucking truth. Everything's silent.
Everything's
I try to meditate when I can before the morning.
Dude.
Everything's waking up. You go outside.
Yeah.
You take a run.
Look at your garden. See if you got your peppers for the day.
There's one thing for the sun. You know, you get that vitamin D. You get that good feeling from the sun and shit. But like at 4 a.m. as well, dude. Yeah. Nobody's around. Like, you don't hear shit.
Yeah. It's
like,
still pretty quiet.
You hear, like, a couple of dogs barking in the fucking house. Like, dude.
What would you say, like, is your biggest, like, inspiration for doing, like, what you do now? Your lifestyle with, like, music and stuff like that. Like, your passion for it. Like, what was, like, is that, like, your biggest inspiration? It's just, like...
Like, living?
Yeah, like, your past and stuff? Or is it just, like, who you are? You know what I mean?
I mean, like, it's kind of just, like, a everyday thing. And I just, like, creating, you know?
Right.
It's just like I enjoy doing that.
Yeah, because like, well, I mean, we're all the same way. Like, you know,
it's kind of hard to explain, but
I'm making something that's gonna
I'll figure out
you.
how to explain it.
Right.
I feel like once you like have your idea or whatever, that's when the inspiration you start actually thinking about the inspiration because like you take it in, and then once you're like creating the project, making fucking music, like that's when the shit starts to turn, and then like as you keep doing it, you keep like pulling shit from.
Well, yeah, it's like I don't really. There's some people that say like every melody's like already been done, like everything's already been done.
Right.
But like I don't think that's true necessarily. Just because like there's odd time signatures, like there's different meters, like there's just so much different stuff out there nowadays.
It's being created and created.
Yeah, but like definitely like what you're asking about like inspiration is just like I don't know. I guess it's a lot like of my own like mind, just like how I feel, and I just like
get what's in here.
Yeah, what's in my mind, and like what I imagine, like what I think about.
And you want to express that.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I write poetry, so then I try to write songs to the poems that I write. But I definitely get inspiration without knowing from like music I listen to, where I'll just be playing someday, and then I'll like play it and be like, "Whoa, that's fucking cool."
Yeah. I think that's like.
And then I look down and I'm like, "Oh wait."
Yes. Yep.
That's someone else. But then what I do is I just like I'm like oh shit, like I can't copy off of them. Like I love that group. Like I don't want to copy.
Right.
But then you like figure out how to take pieces from that and make something new,
bro.
And then it gets really fun. And then if
you can make it your own.
If you're good enough, you can put a melody over it. And like if you are playing a piano and you can sing,
that's what all music is now, anyways. You know. Yeah. Like you think people are just like. I mean, of course, there's people like creating from fucking scratch, but like a lot of shit's already subconsciously in your head. Yeah. You know, and you just like shit.
It just comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah. But also like you can, like if you know music theory and stuff like that, you can like help yourself and like take notes and stuff. You know.
Is it that?
No, I feel like that's like the same thing with like movies today. I feel like there's like no. It seems like there's like no like original ideas no more.
Which, yeah, well, definitely with like Hollywood movies, there's like a lot of the same stuff that's been
the remakes
used.
and shit. Like if you saw like last month, like someone tweeted, it was a perfect tweet. It was like, is it 1995? Because it had Lion King 2, fucking what else was did they just remake?
It was Lion King. It was Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
And there's like a couple more other ones.
Well, there's like two more, and it was like literally it's from like 95, bro.
To go off the point, like with original stuff though, like you gotta check out more independent films if you want to get like original.
True.
Like there are like filmmakers who like are artists. Like we're talking about, like these are people who like are literal geniuses.
Yeah, like a form of creative expression.
If you like look up like Blade Runner, like the old Blade Runner, like all that music, one dude, Van Gel's.
Exactly.
And he makes, he just like has a big,
like George Lucas.
Huge like $100,000 CS10 Yamaha keyboard, and he just makes everything on one keyboard for movies.
Damn.
See, like, you imagine that? Yeah. Like a lot of directors, people don't know, are like artists in themselves. Like they do shit that's outside of just movies.
That's how producers and like people like that need to. They need to be like that. Like really good producers should be able to play a bass guitar, electric guitar, a drum set, a drum machine, a synthesizer, a piano, everything.
And see, like now technology's reaching a point where like we're getting to see that. Because at first it was like everything was kind of behind the scenes. Yeah. So like if you saw an artist do something like Michael Jackson, you just see him like dance and sing and stuff. That's all you saw him do. Yeah. Michael Jackson was a genius, dude. He did shit outside of that, like his live and stuff like that. Yeah. Beyonce pulls from him, and like artists.
Bro, of course, because he's Michael Jackson, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like
he's just on a different level.
Seeing that people can do more than one thing.
Bro, that's like the Michael Jackson, fucking Prince, and then who was the other dude that used to fucking dance and sing back in the day? Like he's like the fucking legend of that shit.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know, but like I'll figure it out like after. But
not I don't know.
They all oh fuck. They all draw inspiration from each other, you know?
Yeah. You guys know like Radiohead?
Yeah.
You heard of them?
I've heard that. Yeah.
So like they're like a huge band. They're crazy good.
Right.
But Johnny Greenwood, he does like movies, soundtrack stuff. It's like really good, dude. If you know the movie like There Will Be Blood, like The Masters.
Like, do you ever do soundtrack stuff?
I mean, I would, but I don't know anyone that's making films. Bro, I have like made music for people for like skate videos and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of skate videos, does that shit like? Does you think that has an influence on just the style or the way that you do shit? Because like, think of the skater mentality back in the day.
Just even my friends being skateboarders, like practically all my friends that I've known for the past like 13 years, like my really close friends, like have all been skateboarders. Yeah. So I definitely think all of them have influenced me because they're all just like.
Of course,
like, skateboarders are nerds, dude. Like, skateboarding is like the nerdiest thing you can.
You think so?
Yeah, just think of all like the little lingo shit skateboarders have. No one else has little.
I think it's dope though. Like,
it is dope, but it's like definitely like a nerdy thing. Like,
because I've never seen it.
We literally like drive around and look for things to skate, and everyone just goes to the grass and kicks a ball around. Like, think about it.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like jiu-jitsu, like most of those dudes are like all like anime. Like they love dude,
they love the whole
crazy.
culture behind it. Like everything about skateboarding. Like if you're a skateboarder, dude, like a true blue skateboarder, like you love everything about it.
But it's the same way about sports though, or anything. Because like if you're really into fucking like football and you know all the players' names and you know like history of the shit, like it's the same nerdy way. It's just a different expression. That's why I don't see it as like necessarily nerdy, but like I see it as just a niche like thing, you know. They were okay with like being whoever the fuck they were, and like living a certain lifestyle to kind of be free, you know. That I think that shit's like important.
Yeah, that definitely like inspired me. Then also like my parents were like, they've always been like super supportive of like whatever I do.
Yeah, that's dope. That's a dope thing to have, like, for sure.
I don't know, like they're like, you know, they let me be a little free little dude. I guess.
Dude. And sometimes that's the best way, because then like sometimes they don't like they might not warn you about like certain mistakes you might make, but like you get to make the mistake and learn from it, you know?
Yeah, exactly, dude. I've done a bunch of stupid shit.
I think we all have.
Have y'all ever been arrested?
Arrested? No. I never got caught. Never got caught doing shit.
And that Six Flags shit.
No, we weren't arrested, dude.
I know.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. I was with Tommy, and someone told us, and we were like, oh, fuck. And then we got on the roller coaster.
And shit for 8th grade.
Yeah.
Damn. That shit was fucked.
You guys were legendary for a while for that shit. That was crazy. I thought it was funny.
That was way back in the day with Chris. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit happens, but we all make mistakes.
Are you guys still banned?
Huh?
Are you guys still banned?
You know we're not fucking banned
no more. No, you guys are still banned.
Yeah, fuck. Do you like Six Flags? I know you probably do, because Six Flags is cool.
I do, but I haven't been there in a really
I mean, I haven't been there like 2 years. 2 or 3 years.
Universal Studios, that's the shit. Down in Florida. That shit's fun.
Never been to I don't really know if I want to go to Florida, man.
Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, Florida man, that's for sure. Fucking end up in a sewer, dude.
It's just too
hot. Have you seen these videos out of Florida? Like, the shit, like people going crazy?
Well, I mean, dude, honestly, I don't really watch too much of anything.
Yeah. Dude, this shit.
I've seen on golf course, they have like this like fucking like 15, 20 foot alligator, dude, just walking on. Dude, it's fucking massive.
Yeah. I mean, I see videos on Facebook and like Instagram.
But like, dude, like that shit. There was a dude in a sewer.
Like some gator bites.
There was a dude in a sewer, and like this other guy was recording from outside. He's like, "You all right?" The dude's like, "Yeah, I'm fine." Just walking through this, because it's Florida, dude. People get into like bath salts and shit. Like, that heat wave hits you, start going crazy.
Dude, it's definitely way hotter in Arizona, dude.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Like the hottest day.
Imagine like
the hottest day there was fucking 132.
132.
Did it feel
like?
Fuck.
Yeah,
132.
And what's funny about Arizona, like whenever it starts getting hot, it's like one day it's just like hot. And shit, it's not that bad.
Right.
It's dry heat, so you sweat, and your sweat actually does what it's supposed to do.
But go out to the desert and stuff.
A few times.
See a lot of scorpions and shit.
No, I didn't see any.
Any scorpions?
What did you experience in the desert?
It's like a mirage and shit. Like,
I mean, whenever I was there, it was just kind of just like nothing, you know.
Was it like, dude, why the fuck are we in the desert?
No, basically,
was it like that?
We were like biking from my school to the mountains.
Yeah.
And we just like, instead of going to the mountains, we're like, fucking dude, let's just go to the desert.
Yeah.
And we just went to the desert.
Damn. It would have been. You think it would have been a struggle in the fucking mountains? I guess.
No, I mean, we would just like get on our bikes, drive from my school.
Yeah.
And like put our bikes somewhere under a tree and then just like climb the mountain.
Are those the mountains that like people like bike off of and shit?
Come back down.
You know those videos of like people biking and they're like
Utah?
going down the mountains. Yeah, that shit's wild.
That shit's wild as hell.
Yeah, would you guys do like something?
Oh no. We had street bikes. So, like we had like those bikes you like ride
BMX
like this.
bikes?
No, like the ones
the racers.
Yeah, we were like.
You guys are fucking racers, bro.
But we wouldn't ride it in the mountains.
Like this now.
Yeah,
oh my
dude. In Arizona, it was the worst because like.
How the fuck were you going through the desert on this?
Well, like we would like there'd be concrete, and then we'd get on the desert and just like go for it, and then get and just carry our bikes because like there's cactuses everywhere.
And they probably weigh like.
Yeah, we're nothing. But yeah, cactuses are everywhere. You pop your tire every fucking day. No, actually, you can't mess with cactuses in Arizona. Like, it's
Are you
illegal.
serious?
Yeah, I saw a dude get arrested for kicking a cactus over.
So, like,
he got arrested?
Nacho Libre?
They're like, hey.
Or you get stuck in the just he slices the top off and he's like, he's like fucking trying to eat it and shit.
Oh
that's the funniest scene. Like, yeah.
Dude, that's one of the best movies,
bro.
Nacho.
When he's trying to eat
I like when he's singing to the
singing
to the nun lady. Oh my
I like whenever the dude's like, get that corn out of my face.
Oh my god, that's what I think about when I see desert. It's just him riding around on that scooter, zipping through the desert.
Yeah,
that shit's amazing.
I mean, when I was in the desert, like, it wasn't. I could still see the city, you know.
Yeah,
I turned around.
Right. You're not fucking
concrete jungle.
You're not fucking out here like looking around and shit.
I never went to like. I never went anywhere way out in the desert. It's like, whoa, this is wild.
Yeah. Damn. Do they have that much desert?
If you go to
Area 51.
If you go to the right places,
yeah.
if you go to the right place.
Area 51,
like if you're driving from Phoenix to like SoCal, like LA area, like that's like a lot of desert but mountains.
Have you been to LA?
No, I've been like I've put my foot in California, but like, I've never been there. Well, besides like Humboldt.
What is that? What is that?
Besides the redwood forest.
Yeah, I've been up north and down south.
Oh yeah.
East and west, baby. Let's go. But fuck, dude. That's so fucking fun. Yeah. We're gonna like cut the whole part, bro.
No, that's all good. You can keep that in.
The Humboldt, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I wanted to. We kind of skipped over with DMT. I can fucking edit it and like clip it in. But I want to talk about what do you think about the third eye, and like what do you think about third eye being open, and like you think all people should do it?
For one, like I've never really called it third eye.
Right. Oh, I call it like.
I mean, but I see what you're saying. Like, and I'm fine with people saying it. But like I've never like
it's like higher level consciousness.
It's basically like it's part of like your chakras. Like you have your earth chakra. I don't know all of them, but like this is your sacral chakra because it's like your thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got a chakra like in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got your heart chakra.
Yeah.
Then your head chakra. Then your crown or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's like a part of it is your third eye, and it's just like. It's called about your liberation, or like in Buddhism, like your enlightenment.
Yeah.
So like that's what it stems from.
I think of it from like a scientific perspective, because like I think about like it's like the pineal gland, you know, where they think like DMT.
Well, I mean, like whenever you trip out, it's just like it definitely affects your prefrontal cortex.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever it's called.
Would you? Well, yeah. your prefrontal, your prefrontal
part
cortex.
Of your brain is like your personality, like everything, and like it's just like a boost of serotonin, so you just like, start hallucinating, and have a good time.
And that's what they say, like it gets released into, like it's like
the
chemical that
basically like a lot of parts of your brain get activated when you're on psychedelics.
And what is so cool about it is because like when they like we have DMT in us, like they see it.
Yeah, it's the chemical that helps us dream.
Right.
Yeah.
It's dimethyltryptamine or something like that. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
They have it, and so they said that they looked inside of plants, they looked inside of other animals,
tree bark, and
other
grass.
side of species, literally like the earth.
Yeah.
And we all have it in us.
Yeah.
Like it's in our brain, it's in our skin and like our brains and stuff, and it gets released. And so they're trying to see like what connection that had, and then some people would say that was like the soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they say that that's like what connects everything in life.
Mm-hmm.
So
would you try ayahuasca?
I've never done ayahuasca, but I've done peyote.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what's
the other version of it?
Yeah, it was.
Right. Is that like the frog shit?
Is that the frog or the?
No, it was a cactus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the cactus.
Peyote cactus.
Would you try the frog shit?
The 5 EMO
DMT
from the frog?
Yeah.
Maybe.
What's that, like, you like lick a toad's back or something?
No, it's like toad venom, and it like it's like really, it's like the most powerful like pure form of DMT on the earth, I think. But
I want to do that shit.
Peyote's like was interesting.
Yeah,
and that's like what the Native American.
Yeah, it was
so explain like how that went down if that's cool.
So like I was in Arizona, went to Havasu Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a native reservation where natives live there, and they
shout out to the fucking Native Americans.
They have their own little communities. It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Met a dude.
I mean, it kind of sucks for them because like.
Yeah, and you're not supposed to
shit quality of life.
Yeah, you're not supposed to bring anything like except like camping gear because you can like barter with him for like to sleep you know, in one of their tents for the night or something. So we just brought food. I mean, we obviously brought other stuff, but we didn't barter with them for the other stuff.
Right.
Basically, we went to Havasu Falls, went camping, and a dude, we just like bartered some weed and alcohol for peyote.
Yeah.
And he just like performed a ritual with us, and it was like really interesting because it's kind of like it's like, it's not like a torture thing, but it's like kind of like a self-discipline drug. Where the first like 5 hours like feel like terrible. Like to come up, you know, whenever you're like coming up on like mushrooms or something, you kind of just feel awkward. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm like, it's kicked in now, I'm fine. With like peyote, it's like you feel like you're gonna puke and you're just kind of like cringed over like on the ground. Like, what the fuck's going on? And like it's starting to come into your vision. And then once you get through it, like it's just like really psychedelic, dude. You get just a lot of like geometric patterns and just like the it's just crazy, dude.
Shit. Like colors you can't normally.
But it was really helpful having the dude there because he could like help us like.
Was he like a shaman?
Like navigate.
Yeah, he could like help us like if he thought we were like too excited about something, he'd just like sit down and breathe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he'd like.
Don't they say like whenever you do like any psychedelics, you're supposed to have like a sitter type person there?
Yeah,
like
just
one person who's just like.
It depends, like it depends on like the person who's taking the psychotropic drug.
Yeah, because like, everybody's different.
Because like with myself, like if I was on a substance of some kind, I definitely could still take care of something. Yeah, like I have done that for Tommy before.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
What's Tommy doing, by the way? Because I always see his fucking.
He's in Oregon right now, and I think he works on
like a
state park. Yeah,
he's
a ranger, dude.
Dude, he's living. He looks like he's living his fucking dream.
Yeah, dude, I want to go see him. But like, if I move out west, I'm definitely gonna be like, yo, dude, come to my house.
Yeah, dude, Tommy's the fucking boy. Yeah, I want to have him on the podcast too, because like, dude, he travels all the time. I just see like dope travel pictures.
It looks like you said, he just looks like he's just living how he wants to live. And that's the best way to like fucking do it.
You think it's something in the fucking? You think it's like St. Louis? Like certain people in St. Louis are like that? Oh, like we just like have a different mindset? Or do you think it's like just where we're from? Like Limburg type area?
I think that everyone in St. Louis is like...
It could be like passed down.
It's like, I mean, if you're doing what you like doing right now and you're not, no one's telling you what to do, it's probably because your parents are like...
Yeah.
Just be a kid.
Exactly.
Well, that's
and then they just guide you.
Our parents of that generation, that's how a lot of them are.
Yeah, exactly.
Is like just do
that
whatever makes you happy. But like going off what Peter said too, like
it definitely is.
I think it's the city. Yeah, like I think it's like how we came up. Like it's just like
some people.
There's not shit here.
Yeah, some people just like get over it. Like they're just like, this is like I don't want to be here anymore.
Exactly, and there's like a lot of people if they do stay in St. Louis, like they have like stuff going on outside of St. Louis too. Yeah, they just come back. You know what I mean? But like that's what I mean. Like it's just like,
that's why it's so fun to travel. The number one like best thing about traveling is it's not fucking St. Louis, dude. Yeah. You know, I think that's what everybody feels about at
like,
home.
In the past, St. Louis was one of those cities. It's like one of the first like gateways to the fucking West. Like we're like the fucking city where a lot of people.
Now it's like, dude, like you could do so much more shit other places.
Yeah, it's just like.
But you could do it.
Have you been to Chicago?
Yeah, I've been to Chicago a few times.
Literally, the vibe, at least I got from Chicago, is like everybody's like on top of their shit and they're like moving.
Yeah, and you can actually like communicate with more people.
Yeah. And like there's just cool shit to do. St. Louis is
like the type of place where if you're in the woods, no one's gonna say hi to you.
Yeah,
like straight up.
Right. They just walk right past.
They're like, this depends. It depends on the person. Yeah. No offense on people.
No, yeah.
Some people just like
100%
are weird as fuck in St. Louis.
Right. Everyone's
whatever that means. Whatever weird means.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
Yeah. A lot of the times.
But like everyone in St. Louis apparently is also very kind.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I would say.
But it's probably that. It's probably
we're like simpletons. Like I'm not saying that people
like
here are simpletons.
Yeah,
but like we're like like Kansas, Nebraska,
right.
Midwest,
Missouri,
Midwest.
Just like it's just simpleton. Like everything, like the line bikes in 2017 when I was in Arizona, that's when that kicked off.
Yeah.
So then I came back and there was no line bikes.
Yeah.
And then 2018 or whatever.
Did you see what they did with those?
Yeah.
Did you see what they did with the line bikes?
I think so. I don't know.
Bro, literally, they stopped doing the fucking line bikes. Obviously.
Yeah.
They fucking threw them all away.
Oh shit.
Dude, like just trash. So it's probably gonna end up in the fucking ocean.
That's stupid.
It's just like,
all
dude, they're fucking bikes. Go give them to people, dude.
Like every trend, like comes from the sides of the country. I think.
Yeah.
So like, that's why we're simpletons in my eyes.
Yeah, because like we don't get exposed to as much shit.
Because like a lot of people don't know that like Chicago is like the third biggest city.
It is.
So it's like, dude, that city is like fucking huge. That's why it's like that. The energy's like that.
Yeah,
because it's so different. Because everyone's literally, like you said, it's so many people, so much traffic. Everyone's just doing their fucking thing. With us though, it's like we're probably gonna see our neighbors and shit. And we're gonna see
but I mean, the awesome thing about the Midwest is like if you go to the right places, like you're not gonna see a syringe in the park.
Exactly.
Like you're not gonna like.
Bro, I saw a syringe at all.
God damn it! But
we're like, what the
like
fuck
you know,
is
like
this?
there's. You can always find a parking spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's like if you have to pay for it,
dude,
you can find one.
This
where
is
you don't
the
have to
best
pay
take.
For it.
This is the best take on St. Louis. The best offer for St. Louis I've ever heard.
You like, dude, straight up, like you can skate just about anywhere in the city.
That's true.
Except the nice shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you'll get a ticket if
downtown.
You skate the nice shit. But like, yeah, St. Louis is like has some benefits.
You're gonna see everybody, bro. Like everyone goes to ballpark. Yeah, everyone goes to like you know what I mean.
Yeah, every time we go in the city, we see at least like 5.
You're gonna see who.
That's true.
Small ass city, dude.
Yeah.
Really
plus we don't have that LA like fakeness type thing. Like a lot of people are. I mean, there is some like fake people, but like a lot of people are genuine. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because you're gonna see 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see the person again.
Yeah,
if you're in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's true.
Y'all
in some counties.
Dude, it's fuck.
Y'all ever go to Pizza Head?
Pizza Head?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
A place I work at.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You go there? You work there now?
Yeah.
So what's your pizza evolution? Did you start at home or you start at Emos?
I started at Emos.
You never made pizza from home?
No, I have, but like not
passionately.
Not my actual.
Dude,
like,
have you ever tried to make the Emos pizza from home?
Huh?
You know you can buy the ingredients for Emos
Fuck
pizza?
that, dude. That sounds stupid.
It's honestly so good.
Yeah.
I do. I don't like Emos, man. Like
because
I do, but I worked there for 3 years.
So you're just
this dude was.
I don't get the point of thin crust, dude.
This dude was doing pizza reviews. He gave Emos a 4.6 because like
talking about the dude.
He's like, he said it's cracker pizza. No, like, because it's like a cracker, you know, like.
Yeah,
you can eat the whole thing for sure.
Fuck, dude, why we just bashing St. Louis this whole fucking episode?
Cracker pizza.
Well, I mean, no, like,
you know what I'm saying?
Don't get me wrong. It's like Emos is good, like it's food, like, and I'm not a picky eater. Like,
right? No, I fuck with. I could like if you're in the mood for Emos, dude. Kill fucking Emos.
You guys have Pieology in South County?
Yeah.
Is it deep dish? That just sounds like deep dish. Is it?
Good as fuck.
Is it deep dish?
I have no idea.
But yeah, Pizza Head's vegan pizza. But we have normal pizza.
It's what?
Vegan pizza.
Oh yeah.
It's like cashew cheese with
so
like
is the crust made of like cauliflower?
No, it's like normal bread crust because like vegans can eat bread still.
Yeah.
But it's cashew cheese with like grain sausage and like grain pepperoni. So it's all vegan. But like we also do have like normal like cheese.
Dude, I would have to
all
try
the
it
meat's
for sure.
vegan, yeah. It's
I would
like
have to
down
try
on
it, wouldn't you?
South Grand.
Yeah, I would try it.
Yeah, it's
I'm not opposed to like vegan dishes.
Are you vegan?
I'm a street vegan, meaning like if someone's like, "Hey, dude, you want to go to Taco Bell with me and I'll pay for it?"
So you're not a vegan?
Fuck yeah. I'm not gonna drive to.
You
fucking
take
Taco
vegan
Bell.
influence.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I am paying for my food, I eat vegan. But whenever someone's buying me food or giving it to me,
I can't be mad at that, bro.
If
I can't be mad at that.
One, it'd probably be vegan, like because I don't like. I wouldn't be vegetarian.
I guess I'm more vegetarian because
you are more vegetarian.
More vegetarian.
Okay.
I'm a street vegetarian.
But if there's Taco Bell involved, there's Chipotle.
Yeah, on the streets. If there's Taco Bell.
Yeah, Taco Bell or Qdoba.
Qdoba, dude, by long.
Qdoba.
They have more protein options,
bro. Queso. That's all you fucking need, dude.
Chipotle or Qdoba?
Chipotle. I mean,
I don't know either.
I've had Chipotle.
I only had Chipotle in Arizona. I've never had Chipotle in St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
yeah, I've never had Chipotle in St. Louis. I don't think it has as much of an appeal.
Right. It's alright, but I think Qdoba has just more flavor.
More flavor?
Yeah, they definitely season their shit.
Yeah, how long you guys been doing the band for?
So I'll just give you the rundown of the situation.
Give him the rundown.
So Brainwaves is Brian Owen.
Yeah.
Okay. He went to Kirkwood High School, and
how was that Kirkwood Lindbergh relationship?
I don't know.
Do you guys have beef?
I mean, me and Brian had beef.
I'm just kidding. Yes, sir.
So basically, I was at school one day and I saw that he played music and I listened to it at school and I was like, hell yeah.
Where did you find him?
SoundCloud. But I found him through a friend, like at school, a mutual friend.
Yeah.
So I hit him up and we started jamming out. But all the music that's on the SoundCloud right now is all by Brian Owen. So it's all like he sings everything, he plays drums, plays guitar, produces everything.
Very fucking talented.
Does everything by himself. And then if you are on the SoundCloud and you also see the Insanity's Fault album, that's his friend Liam Terrio and Brian like working together, doing everything themselves together. And so they had an old band which they played like probably like 4 years ago. Then Brian moved to Connecticut to do the Insanity's Fault music, and now we're here today. We've been like a band for like a year with the new band, which is like myself, Capona Ronquillo, and if you're a Limber person, you know who that is.
Oh yeah. Longest name in graduation.
Yeah, Capona Makaloko Makai okay, cool. Henry Mayor Ronquillo.
When did you learn it?
The first day I met him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, did they actually say his full name?
No, they were going to, but they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to fuck it up. But anyway,
they didn't do it.
Capona plays the cans, or I call drums cans because they look like a fucking bunch of cans.
Yeah.
Like, you bang on the cans. Yeah. And then we got Zach on keyboard and Gage, bass man on the bass. And so
he can slap.
He can slap.
He's
a good motherfucking bass player.
For people who don't know, that's a hard fucking that's a hard advanced
technique. Yeah,
technique to do with bass.
So now what is going on is we've been playing shows for probably like 7-8 months.
Yeah.
We're taking a break. Me and Brian are working on new music. We've been working on new music for, I think I said like almost 2 years. We've been like we've written a lot of songs. Some of them we don't use, and some of them we are going to use for a potential album. But that album should be out in like 2020. But we're gonna
you heard it here first.
We're gonna put it out 3 singles before the album.
Kickback Lounge exclusive.
Yeah.
No, but that's
get the scoop.
Yeah. So it's gonna be on iTunes.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on Spotify, iTunes, like SoundCloud, Bandcamp, everything. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna
put it on iTunes.
We're gonna put it on YouTube because YouTube's pretty important. I think.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna I'm gonna press some vinyls.
Yeah.
Maybe make some vinyls for my homies.
Dude.
Okay.
We'll
definitely get some CDs for everybody, and I have, we got the album artwork already. We got some.
Dude, I'm fucking hyped for this because like you guys are like really fucking good.
Yeah.
And coming out of St. Louis, like I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's
you guys are really fucking.
It's really, really fucking fun, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all about the passion.
It's fun watching Brian do what he does, Because like straight up, sometimes like I'll just like sit there and just like watch the dude like record like a guitar part. Get up and be like, oh shit. And then he'll like record like a keyboard part. Then run to the drums and he'll be like, hey, press record. I'll be like, all right. And then he'll play the drum part. And then he'll sit down in front of the computer and just like fuck with it, listen to the music on the monitors. And then he just like looks at me, he's like, what do you think, man? I'm like, sounds great. And then sometimes it's just like me and him like having a blast doing stuff together.
That's fucking
It's
dope.
like the weirdest the weirdest way to work with somebody, but it's like cool,
bro.
Dude.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
That's cool seeing his thought process.
Yeah, like in everything he does, he's like, what do you think? And I'm just there to like reassure him, like, keep going, dude. Like, you got it, dude.
Yeah.
He said,
but like, then sometimes we'll like sit down together, like not even in the studio or anything, and just like write a song and be like, whoa, like, we got to record that.
So that shit, does that play into your work ethic? Or do you like draw from that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, definitely. Because like if he's being an artist and just like getting it on every instrument, I just like step back and like I'm gonna let this dude do what he does.
Right,
I might just press record for him for everything he does, but like I'm not gonna like
affect.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna put my 2 cents in.
Right.
But if he wants me to come up with a part, like I'll help him out if I can,
Right.
And sometimes it's just like I'll like show him something, be like, yeah, you should put that there, It's like
dude,
so
and I see
fun.
like your clips on like what you put on your Instagram and stuff. Like you're fucking amazing at fucking guitar. And all that, so it's like you're like what he needs in that sense because it's like he needs someone who can like also give him some pointers.
Yeah, because like
you be truthful with it, but like also you're good at yourself, so you can fucking step in.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Say, this is how you should try it, and then that's like a good connection.
Yeah, and we definitely like
that's how good bands start.
Yeah, I help him with like keyboard parts. Like I like help him with guitar parts. Sometimes straight up like he'll be like playing a keyboard part or whatever. And like I'll just scream at him, like not like physically scream at him, but like I'll hear like notes in my head and just be like la la la, and then he plays it. He's like, whoa, that works, and then we're like, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
like
that's like what he needs. Like,
yeah, and what's funny is like if like literally like we always like something. If we say it's trippy, we're like, whoa, this is trippy, and then we'll like go outside, smoke some stuff.
That's gotta be.
That's gotta be like. This is still trippy. We don't hate it because like sometimes.
How long does it take you guys to create a song?
So like
finish.
Oh shit, that's the hardest question right now because
it's like a Bob Ross painting, bro.
Basically whenever I
He's
got
hella fast with that shit.
Whenever I got into like working with Brian, we worked on like we just like were writing songs like a lot. We like heard King Gizzard's album Sketches of Brunswick East, and we were like, oh fuck, like we should just record some jazz songs. So we recorded some jazz songs, and those took us like a couple weeks, and then the stuff we're trying to put on the album, like we've been working on one song, and we like all we need is like vocals, and we've had that song like completely finished without vocals for a year and a half.
Because there's like more of a process.
Like Brian and me still like sit down and like mix it all the time,
right?
And that like mixing a song can take like
because
7 hours. You're just sitting behind a computer listening to music for 7 hours, the same song over and over again, and then, like. The thing about music people don't know is, like, like we're recording something right now and we got 2 tracks on the computer. Whenever you're recording a fucking band with, like, a bunch of layers, like...
You probably got, like, fucking
you have, like,
8, 9, 10.
No, like...
More?
Maybe more. Like, sometimes, like, the lowest I've ever gone is, like, 65.
Damn!
That's the lowest?
Yeah, sometimes... Dude, sometimes there'll be, like, 300 tracks and you gotta fucking mix them and produce them all. And then you gotta master it. And master it is, like, taking, like... the gain from the track that you have and boosting the gain stage. Right. So you get like a really big fucking sound, you know? Because like radio music is like a certain line level that you have to like be at or you won't be played on the radio.
Is it like just like the file and everything or like how it
it's
comes
how
out?
It's like how you like record it. It's like the tone before you put music into a microphone.
That's so much.
And then you have to like produce that sound because like a drum set, like an acoustic drum set does not sound like what you want it to sound like whenever you record it. You have to mix everything. And a drum set can have multiple microphones.
That's so difficult.
Like, I use 3 microphones. Some motherfuckers use 12 microphones for a drum set.
Dude, it's insane.
So then you gotta think about, like, you have to think about the engineering. So you have to be, like, a producer, a musician, an audio engineer.
Yeah.
And then also you have to, like, constantly
So where did you learn that
have ideas in your head to, like, write the song.
Yeah. Where did you learn that?
So, like...
Just trial and error?
Yeah. Was it trial and error or, like, you just... I don't know, maybe like somebody helped you out.
A lot of it was like whenever I got into playing other instruments, it was just like I'd been listening to music for like 20 years. Whenever I got on a drum set, I could just be like, all right, let's sing this song, and I could just do it.
Yeah,
like
so you like kind of hear by ear.
Yeah, and so I'm like I taught myself how to play guitar by ear, but
that's why you didn't like lessons. The class.
Yeah,
you know? Like being forced into it.
But yeah, I got into like music production. Shit, I'll just start with, like, guitar. Like, I got into guitar because of Steven Droz. I saw a YouTube video. I was like, I want to play guitar. So I played trumpet, play guitar. Anyway, I got into it just from, like, listening to, like, well-produced music. Like, Dark Side of the Moon. Like, dude, that song, the whole album is, like, produced insanely well. Yeah, like, and there's a bunch of, like, tape machine techniques and just, like, crazy experimentation with how they recorded the album that, like, really inspired me. And I got into that.
Yeah.
So then I just, like, started... recording myself at home a lot after like music tech. Music tech's what really sparked it.
Yeah, it's what really sparked it.
Because that's when I was like, all right, like I don't want to just like have a fucking computer. Fuck a computer. I'm just gonna get a you know like a audio interface microphone.
Because did you do live shit in the class? Like record live?
Yeah.
That's a pretty dope option that they get.
That he had like that studio.
Yeah.
That was really sick. I thought that was pretty cool.
And so like and also it really sparked whenever I just started working with Brian and just like sitting and watching him do all this stuff. Cause, like I could play all these instruments, but I wasn't recording anything. Yeah, like I would on my phone, you know. But like
it's a fucking match made in heaven.
I wouldn't really do much, you know. Like I had Audacity and I'd be like, all right, I have a bass guitar. I'll record bass guitar and drums all today. But so now it's like, now I like get into the production, like all the shit. Yeah, like having good microphones, learning how to set up the microphones correctly, mic levels, like everything. Yeah,
I thought it was kind of cool, like with.
Tip for the podcast.
Another thing before we stop talking about this topic. Last like a year ago in like April, we went up to Nashville, Tennessee.
Dude, we're about to go down there in November. I'm excited.
But we recorded at Martina McBride.
I do not.
She's like a weird country singer. I don't listen to her, but if you like her, fuck yeah.
Where is she weird?
I just like don't like modern country music.
Yeah, no, me either. But
she owns a studio out there called Blackbird, and it's like a recording academy.
Yeah.
And kids go there to like learn how to produce.
Right.
make records and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we had like a friend of a friend. Our bass player Gage had a friend that went to the school, and he wanted to record us. So we went out there and wrote 3 songs, and like just being in like an actual like multi-million-dollar studio with like outboard gear, like analog gear, like digital gear, like every sort of gear you could think of, like. That's what really
surreal.
Yeah, that's what really sparked it for me and Brian recording together, because we were like, yo, like we gotta buy good gear,
right,
and like learn how to like really like make a good production, and a good song,
right?
You got to get,
whatever
like,
good means,
what you need,
like
right.
good for
like
us.
quality,
good
quality.
for us, quality for us,
exactly,
quality for no one else, but you know that's
I know,
and the artistic standpoint,
exactly, because like
when
you're working on your own shit, like you have like, at least for me, like I have to make it perfect to what my vision. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect to other people, but, like, the way, you know?
Set high standards.
Yeah, exactly. We set high standards for ourselves, but also we just, like, want to make sure that, like, I want to make sure people can dance. Like, I like playing the shit live and looking out and seeing someone dance. Like, no matter who you are, if you're dancing, that's sick. Like, that's cool as fuck that I can make people dance, dude. Like,
it's like
that's so wild, dude.
You can, like,
it's like a superpower.
And some people are so into our music, they'll like sing the lyrics at us, which is trippy as fuck. Like, imagine being, like, a really big artist and having, like, 75,000 people like singing the same song at you while you're singing. Like, that's
like
crazy.
Some fucking
But
like,
we're definitely
trying
to make like accessible music, but also like experiment.
Right.
Like,
you guys are on the right fucking path, dude. Like, honestly. Like,
did you see that?
You got a following.
Did you see that Queen concert? Like, when they fucking
Live
did that? Well, like, the one when they fucking go back
and like they play it from time to time on TV, but like it's on YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
Just the way that the crowd is fucking nuts.
Dude,
big ass crowd. Do you know how big that crowd was? I don't know how big it was, but I think it's
like 300,000 people or some shit.
Dude, that's so many people. Yeah. And they all know you.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, but like even the amount it was, like it was just a sea of fucking people, like.
But yeah, everyone's singing along. That's fucking nuts.
Freddie Mercury going nuts.
Bands like the Beatles and shit, like all of them.
But the Beatles didn't really tour that much.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about a rock and roll band, let's talk about the Grateful fucking Dead, boys.
Dude.
Ooh.
The Grateful Dead are the shit.
Have you seen them?
No, I mean, I've seen Dead and Company, but yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
So what do you feel about like all that era of like shit, like
that music, like?
Do they I was gonna say like Muddy Waters,
like jam band music, or like
I was gonna say
music?
more like what happened like with the era of like the Beatles and like Muddy Waters and like
like
Chuck Berry, like
all that stuff
of like when people were just literally taking stuff.
So it was like all black musicians like living in the South or wherever they were living, and like they would record records to like white motherfuckers,
right?
And they would like you know. They would sign stuff, but they didn't know how to write. They didn't know how to read. So then the contract would say, like, all the royalties go to the to the producer.
The company.
Yeah, so then they would just fuck people over. So that's why anyone could steal. So, like, Led Zeppelin, Rolling Stones, the Beatles, like, the Monkees, like, even the Beach Boys probably, like, all this, like... knew that happened and just would like cover songs. And then also like back in the day there wasn't anything about royalties where you could just like cover a song for fun, like because like Muddy Waters would cover a Howlin' Wolf song.
Because a lot of those people, like the Beatles and stuff, they were fans.
Yeah, they were friends.
The people that but the thing is, like Muddy Waters and stuff, you know, they didn't really get it.
But like
they were just fans.
Yeah,
like,
they were fans.
Just wanting to.
And whenever they met, they would be like, "Hey, like I like your music," you know.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't know about that.
Damn, like, I didn't even know about
those worlds even collide.
Yeah, there's like
that. There's tons of artists.
Is there like a big like songs you would remember or like name off that?
Oh
like,
yeah,
what?
Oh yeah. Like Chuck Berry made. Let me see, what song was that? Do you know?
I don't really like have any like Chuck Berry songs memorized.
So Chuck Berry made one song that I think Beatles might have. Or no, it was.
It was definitely the Stones.
It was the Stones.
Yeah,
and they basically. They didn't take it. They just did a cover. And so like that was
branded it as like.
But that was an instance where like the Stones version of it was bigger than the original.
Blew up. Yeah,
and so that's what it was. That always.
Dude,
happened.
imagine that as a creative. Like you're like fuck that shit.
Yeah,
you'd be pissed. Fuck that door, dude. That is the creepiest door.
I know, dude. I was just thinking about like,
so much of that shit happened. Like. So much of that shit.
Yeah, I fucking bet because like if you don't have the like laws and shit in place, then like why wouldn't people do it?
Yeah,
you know?
And it's like it It would probably just be like so sad to be like, oh wait, like I wrote this song, recorded it, and wait, now these guys recorded the same exact song.
You hear it on the radio
in a different fucking place, but now they're making really good money off of it.
Yeah, they're getting paid more. They're getting actually paid from.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people that happened to, like Muddy Waters. I'm pretty sure like a couple years. Like way down the road, like someone like gave him some like royalty money. Same with like Howlin' Wolf.
They did before him.
And like Mississippi Fred McDowell. Like, even Robert Johnson's family.
Dude,
like,
Howlin' Wolf was that fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like Howlin' Wolf was a real motherfucker.
What?
He was about it.
Dude,
Howlin' Wolf, look him up, bro. That's another dude.
That dude has a cool ass voice.
Cool ass voice. It's like hoarse. It's deep. It's hoarse. Mm-hmm. It's big. It's loud. It's like a nice voice.
Yeah.
Like it's just a really good sound, dude. Like
that's a fucking look
at. That's the dude right there.
Damn, that's dope.
I just had to bring that era up. No, that was really cool.
I mean, that's like what also kind of what got me into music for sure was the blues.
Yeah, just all that
like
shit.
Old.
Yeah,
blues.
You seem to be like really inspired by like live band type like shit and like a lot of jazz.
Yeah, I like a lot of jazz, like exotic
did you
music.
do jazz band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a lot of jazz, psychedelia music, which can vary like a lot. Like classical music, psychedelic, if you think about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like experimental, ambient music, classical music, like exotica music, which is just like different instrumentation. I love all kinds of music for sure.
Yeah, that's honestly like that's like the best.
All of it blows my mind.
Yeah,
like
you just feel it.
I'm really particular about what I listen to, but also I don't think I am, but like I definitely try to listen to stuff that blows my mind.
Yeah.
Where when I keep listening to it, I'm just like, holy shit, how'd they do this?
No, you can definitely like feel that shit.
Yeah.
When music blows your mind, like if you're listening to one thing versus like another, you're like, damn, dude. Yeah. This shit's on a different level.
Yeah, for sure.
That definitely separates people who say like they listen to everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you like say something. And
well, it's like, dude, like someone could like say that, and then you show them some weird ass shit with a crazy ass melody, and they just like don't understand it.
Yeah.
It's like you just think you're not smart enough.
Exactly. You said
I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, with exactly, because like with weird sound, like musics that have like some bands are just super like
melodic. Like, some people just like don't understand melodic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like
people don't understand the Grateful Dead because
You know Ariel Pink, I think his name is? Like that. That's a perfect example.
Yeah, he does like genre hopping.
But it is so
it'll be like 30 seconds reggae, that's 30 crazy. Seconds like emo, like punk rock.
Yeah. It'll be the weirdest thing. He'll switch to pop, he'll switch to like
that's so much talent, dude.
You know who's really good at that is John Zorn. He's like
John Zorn?
Yeah, he's from St. Louis. Or he's not from St. Louis, but he went to Webster University. He makes like really cool like jazz music with like session musicians that he hires, and then also he makes like super like experimental like genre hopping music. Mm-hmm. It's really interesting.
Kind of that same style.
That's dope.
It'll be like 2 seconds classical music, 2 seconds heavy metal, 2 seconds screamo music. Like,
and see, that's
it's like instant, like so many changes.
That's what I like about music is when it goes that route, when it takes it to somewhere new.
But that stuff's also really hard to listen to because it's just like
you can't. Like,
it doesn't have a form. It's not a format.
Yeah,
you can't
I could see that.
It's not a format like the Beatles song where you just like imagine Paul just like woohoo.
Yeah, I feel like you probably just draw from it. You know.
Yeah.
Like that would probably be the best way to use it.
It's more of like
or consume it.
It's definitely an inspiration thing for sure.
Yeah,
like Alice Coltrane and John Coltrane, some jazz cats. Like there's some weird motherfuckers. Yeah, but like when you listen to music when you're having writer's block, it's like super helpful because it's just like so ambiguous.
Out of the box. Like it's just like you don't get what's going on, but at the same time, it's like you said, it just opens your mind up.
That's awesome. Do you have? It's like off topic, but do you have a favorite movie of all time? Because, like, I feel like movies are, like, the same. Fuck. You know, there's like movies that you fucking, like, there's good movies, like, a lot of modern movies that we see, like, they're good. But then there's, like, next level type of movies. Same as how the music is, like, there's, like, some shit that, like, it's on a different level. Like, how Quentin Tarantino does his movies. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to understand the aspects behind that.
Right. I guess it might kind of be, like, cliche, but, like, for a while... I haven't had a favorite movie for a while, but my last one was Donnie Darko. Okay. Just because, like, when I finally figured out the dude went back in time, because, like, or just wait. So, like, they're in the forest, and the girl's like, look, so he says some shit about love, you know? Yeah. And then you get to the end of the movie, and you're like, oh, shit, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. And then you watch it 8 more times, and you figure out that he goes back in time because he loves the girl, and he wants her to be alive. Right. When I figured that out, I was like, that's fucking awesome. I wish I could do that for any of my friends. Like, die for them, go back in time, because... or not die from them, but if they die, I go back in time, so I die and they live.
Dude, it's
crazy.
It's so dope how like they set that shit up like
just
and you have to like go back and watch. It's like listening to a good song. Like you have to just hear different things when you listen to it. That's how you know it's like great level.
There Will Be Blood is a really good movie.
There Will Be Blood.
That movie's insane. Like the music's from the guitarist of Radiohead, Johnny Greenwood. He makes like all the music in that. It's like all string classical stuff.
That's dope.
Also another favorite movie of mine is definitely
There's so you probably seen like a shit ton of
dude.
movies.
I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah,
for sure.
there's
like
just so much.
The Sting. I like The Sting a lot. And then also, what was I gonna say earlier? I can't remember the name of it. Oh, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I think
I've heard of that. Yeah.
I just really like
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, see, like Leonardo DiCaprio and like not James Franco, some other cute motherfucker.
Dude,
I don't know.
Dude, watch
Brad Pitt or something.
Yeah. But
Dude,
it's a good movie.
Probably Mark Wahlberg.
Oh yeah, it is Marky Mark. It's young Marky Mark.
Is it?
I think so.
I've never seen the movie, but I
But
saw
it's just a good movie that has a good message. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I fucking dude. Remember? Have you ever seen Goodfellas? That's my shit, dude.
Yeah, I've seen Goodfellas.
Yeah. Dude, they put it on Netflix for like 30 fucking.
Oh yeah.
Like a month.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit's so fucking good of a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the structure behind that shit, and like the way they develop characters is fucking nuts.
So you guys seen Old Boy? It's a 2003 Korean movie. That's my favorite.
That movie's crazy too. That was also one of my favorite movies.
That's my favorite.
And I have too many favorite movies, and like it's kind of stressing me out trying to think about it.
Yeah,
dude, I watched that movie and it fucked me up for like a week, dude. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Mine would probably have to be like it sounds like so stupid to say, but like Pulp Fiction. Just like more because like I just enjoy the director so much more than
even the way they did that structure of Pulp Fiction is like you have to like
it's more so his film style.
Yeah,
anything like
that movie's awesome, and also The Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah,
that movie's good as shit.
Fucking chilling.
Like I don't know. I think
Scarface is alright. Also, The Godfather's way better than Scarface.
You think so?
All of them, dude.
Dude, I think Goodfellas is better than both of those, dude.
Carlito's Way.
I think so, dude. You have to go back and watch it. That shit's crazy.
Carlito's Way was like a spin-off of Scarface.
Was it?
Yeah.
Bro.
He was a bad motherfucker.
Do you think they still make movies like that are going to be classics?
Of course.
Like, what would you say? I think Mad Max is going to be a fucking classic, dude. Do you see Mad Max?
Well, that's because it falls under like that. It already has that name behind it.
True. That's true. But like what they did on it is fucking dope.
Like you can't. It depends. Like,
Which
if you're
funny,
saying
the first time I saw it, I was like, "This movie's fucking trash." And I smoked it before. Yeah. I went to go watch it with Noah. He fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then I watched it the second time. I was like, "This movie's fucking awesome." Because that movie almost has like no dialogue.
Yeah.
In the whole fucking thing.
True. It's all like you have to go off feeling. That's why sometimes like if you smoke and watch a movie, it might not be as good as if you just watch it sober because like you take in different things. Mm-hmm. But dude, that movie's fucking like
Mad Max. Yeah,
Mad Max. You have to feel. You have to feel that fucking movie.
You have to have it loud, turned up.
Also,
I saw it in theaters.
Clockwork Orange is really good.
Oh yeah, he loves fucking.
That's
Clockwork.
another one.
He put me onto that.
It presses the boundary.
You gotta read the book though if you want to actually know what goes on.
Yeah, I know. Someone was telling me I should read
Clockwork
the book.
Orange.
Oh yeah, where they like rape the chick.
It literally looks like.
Dude,
it looks
that movie is like
fucking
psychedelic.
That's all I remember
right,
from it.
bro. If you smoke before watching that movie, you're gonna fucking
get a different perspective.
Bad trip, man.
Bro, it looks like they filmed it like in a dollhouse almost.
Yeah,
you get that feeling? Like it feels like it's a dollhouse, and then you just like go to different parts of the dollhouse, and like that's how it's filmed. And it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude. Like,
also, dude, I think right now my favorite director is probably Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson, I can see it.
This is cinematography is fucking cool,
dude.
Yeah. Yep.
I love those fucking styles. Mm-hmm. Like his style of fucking cinematography is dope.
Yeah. Where they like color enhance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that shit's dope. That's how all the Spider-Man movies are shot. I forgot who is it. It's some dude in a Hawaiian shirt. I forgot his name, but
some dude.
He's the one who Tahiti or something. Tahiti or something. I don't know. He's the one who does all those movies.
Yeah.
Like, that's what he does. Is like the color enhancement. So he'll make everything around it dark. But like his suit would be like super vibrant. And
you think
blue.
You think that's like a thing how Spider-Man is in general? You gotta like
comic books, yeah. So I think that's like why he did. Like that's why he got that inspiration.
Yeah. You gotta like pop out that color.
You gotta pop out his suit. Yeah, it stands out.
Right.
It's a good film style though.
Any more questions?
But I think we covered everything.
Yeah. Anything you want to plug?
Yeah. Do you want
Put
to
at
tell
the
them
end,
what's coming
or
up?
like tell them what's coming up. What you got planned for 2020?
Definitely. Hopefully get new music out and put it out on streaming platforms.
Yeah.
And play it live a fuck ton around St. Louis.
Do you guys have a favorite spot you like to play?
Not right now. It's because like getting shows is kind of weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Because like right now it's like the last couple shows you got. It was just like someone hit us up to play with them.
Yeah.
And like usually what that entails is like you're just gonna not sound like the band that's asking you to play. They're just like they just need someone to cover the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you play with them.
Yeah.
But we played a show like a year ago today at this farm.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Farm Fest. It was like literally just like a barn, and we just like put a bunch of wood like
St. Louis for you,
on
bro.
the floor.
Is that every year?
I think so. I think there's gonna be one in August, but it's kind of like an invite thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit,
dude, it's cool. Like there's there's probably like 70, 80 people there. Like a bunch of kegs, some other substances. It was like right straight down Gravois for like an hour, like past Grubville. Like in the middle of fucking nowhere, the countryside.
Well, the podcast would be willing to come out. And,
dude, yeah, like if I can fucking
Farm Fest,
if we play, I don't know if we're gonna play it just because like right now it's like we're working so hard on new music.
Yeah.
And like the thing about it is like Brian and myself kind of have to teach like 5 other people how to play what we wrote, and like we don't even know how to play what we wrote because we recorded it so long ago. But I mean, we know how to play most of the shit. But you know what I mean, like
it's
gotta be hard.
It's hard to remember what you record, so you have to listen to the recording and figure it out.
Because the way you chop it up and everything,
especially with like we're playing a bunch of instruments all the time.
Yeah,
that's good.
I can add this to this one.
Yeah,
and
but
then you go back to this one.
Once we learn all the new music, we'll definitely play shows, and y'all are definitely invited.
All right, well,
and hopefully you can come to Farm Fest if we play.
Yes.
Dude, hell yeah!
And also,
hell yeah, Farm Fest 2019.
We'd also love to interview you guys like after a set or something.
Right.
Just get that shit out there.
Yeah, fucking new music from Brainwaves. Hopefully new music from my personal project.
What's your personal project?
Eclectic Ion.
All right, you want to talk a little bit about that? Or like introduce
So
it?
I've just been like recording in my basement for like almost like 2 months now.
Yeah.
Because I finally just got an actual like good recording computer.
Yeah.
But so I'm just like gonna work on probably like an EP or something and put that out hopefully 2022. What else do we got for 2020?
Bro, like there's this one artist, he used to put out like a song a week. You know, just Russ, like he used to push his shit just like to get it out there in the world.
Yeah.
Bro, that would be dope. Like,
I kind of want to do that. Just like record a bunch of shit. Out.
I feel like that would give you like so much exposure.
But
just
I'm
to
down
like
to work fast as fuck, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm down to just work quick. I guess.
Just push it out and shit. Just get music out there.
Shit, I was gonna say something else for 2020. Oh yeah. So I build guitars in my garage. I don't build guitars right now, but me and my dad have been investing in a bunch of guitar building tools, and I finally got all the stuff.
Yeah,
I spent a lot of money on tools with my dad.
You've been talking about that forever, because like I asked you one time like what you wanted to do, and that was like part of.
So I like work in my garage as a guitar repairman.
Mm-hmm.
So if anyone needs their guitar to be fixed or a bass, hit me up.
Hit him
my
up.
Instagram name is Kleptic Ion. It's just literally Keith
Underscore,
Coplin,
isn't there
but
an
in different letters.
Okay.
That's dope.
It's an anagram.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta dab you up for that one.
Hey, the link would be in the description on all of these.
So of course, I repair guitars. I just got a bunch of tools. I'm gonna buy a bunch of wood, which sounds funny as shit. To buy wood, like I'm going to the store and buy some trees.
Dude, where are you gonna get it from? Like Canada?
No, I went to Roberto Vin School of Luther here in 2017. It's a 9-month program. You build 2 guitars.
Yeah.
It's like probably the best thing I've ever done in my fucking life.
Really?
Like school-wise, learning-wise. Like, I shit you not, I got like 400% on a test. Told my mom every time. Like, I never got 100% in high school. And I never told my mom that I didn't get 100% in high school. You know what I'm saying? So I was proud of myself.
Shout out to mom.
And I was proud I was building guitars. But anyway, they have a connect for wood. So I basically get like a 50% discount from the wood dealership that they buy from. So I'm just going to buy like a bunch of electric guitar bodies, guitar necks, start building. I'm trying to build 2 guitars before 2020 is over, put out a record for myself and Brainwaves, and then hopefully move to Seattle, Washington.
Oh, shit. That's goals right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Fucking, we're going to plug all your shit in here. That's what we did. I want you to get some exposure for that shit.
Fuck yeah.
And like, dude, we're gonna keep following the grind, because like,
you
guys, like, we gotta
keep up the fucking work, dude. Keep grinding, pushing your shit. That's what I feel like. I don't want to be like cliche, but I feel like that's what this year's kind of about. Just like, at least it's how it's been for me. And like people I talk to, like it's just about getting on top of your fucking grind. Yeah, probably because how old we are.
Be diligent with your practices and passions.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I was gonna talk to you about that. Like how important.
Stop saying shit and do it. Like if you say it in your head, then you should probably just be doing it at that time.
Write it down. Yeah. Fucking get a list and like go do your shit. Do it. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, you know, we just got big things planned, like you're saying, like. Yeah. And we just want to see, you know, our goals be met, so we're just going to keep it going.
Yeah, definitely.
But hey, thank you for coming through, though.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it.
It's a good fucking podcast.
That's the longest one we've done so far, man.
Oh yeah, all time.
Sorry I talked so much.
That's good.
Bro, that's
the more the content, the fucking better,
that's
bro.
That's what we fucking want, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's what we want.
For sure, dude.
Fucking... Yeah, man.
I'm ready.
Let's smoke some weed.
Dude, hey, are you getting